All right, Shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua, Ba'ashim Harakakodash. Double honors to the Apostle Elders Grand Millstone, and salute silence to brothers out there, preachers, word said in truth. All right, real quick, you see the title. Need to get this FF on and popping, man. The pressure has been put down among the people. And just need a FF to basically get this reset on and popping, man. All right. Esau needs to push his reset, and he's gonna use a FF, an event to, get that reset going on, man. All right. And small hats. They're not the true biblical Israelites. The true biblical Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. All right, you're the true biblical Israelites. Those people over there, they're saying that they Jews. They actually are Edomites. All right, out of the, I just say out of the tribe of Amalek. Okay. There's different, tribes in Esau, Edom, Esau, Edom is a so-called white man, Caucasian man of today. That's a biblical nationality. And you do have sons of Esau, okay? And Amalek being the chief of the Edomites, okay? Just like, Judah is basically the chief of Israel, the king, the line of kings come out of Judah, which is the head tribe of the nation of Israel. Hey, you saw Edom got a head tribe, which is Amalek, and those are the small hats, man, over there, man, saying that they Jews, okay? And what better way for them to, start this reset and do something horrendous and take a lot of lives, man. All right, and this is definitely gonna put there'll be no chances of a peace deal if this were to happen, which, I hope it does, because, this reset need to come on, man. Esau already, beat down the people, so he needs to start this thing, man. All right. And these small hats are gonna be greatly despised, and I got that in Obadiah, We're just talking about Edom, but hey, like I said, Amalek is the chief Edomites. All right. So I'm not gonna play the video. This is a question is just floating around in this news show, alternative news show. I said the Young Turks, TYT. So yeah. Because you see Trump, he's trying to broker peace deals and shit, and it never comes to fruition. It's like the fifth, sixth one he's trying to do. And it's coming to no avail, man. All right. So just, let's get real. Let's get real, man. Let's get this on and popping, man. All right. So I'm going to grab this scripture. I'm not going to play the video. You're going to watch it on your own time. But this is Obadiah, the first chapter. It's only one chapter in the book of Obadiah, which is a very powerful chapter. And the Lord gave Obadiah, as a Hebrew Israelite, and gave him a vision, a prophecy, all right, concerning Edom. All right. Let's see what this said. I'm gonna just see what this says in a GNT. I don't think I read it in a GNT. Let's see. Let's see what this says. Okay, I'll read the GNT. It said, "This is the prophecy of Obadiah, was what the sovereign Lord Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, said about the nation of Edom. It said, the Lord has sent his messenger to the nations, and we heard his message. Get ready. Let us go to war against Edom." You know, the apostles starting with Great Millstone on down, go out on the highways and byways, and we prophesy against Edom. So we're spiritually Obadiahs, man. All right. And we're telling Esau, Edom, hey, your kingdom's coming to an end. These other nations are gonna, especially the American Edomite and the small hats. You know, your kingdom is coming to an end. You know, and also Edom as a whole, because you got Russian Edomites, you got Edomites all over here in Europe and whatnot. You know, and basically your kingdom is coming to an end, man. All Edomites will go into captivity under the true biblical Israelites. You know, starting first with Yahweh Shai, which he's a Jew, the head Judah, Yahweh, okay, comes out of Yahweh, the line of Judah, okay, which means Yahweh praise, okay. It said, get ready, let us go to war against Edom. The Lord said to Edom, I will make you weak. Everyone will despise you. All right, and you seeing that today, man. A lot of these nations despise Edomites, especially the American Edomite and especially the small hats. All right. The small hats gonna make you really know who the devil is, man. All right. And they do need to do something that's real traumatic, you know, and it will make the earth really despise you, man. Your pride has deceived you. And that's Esau Edom right there. His pride has deceived him. Your capital is a fortress of solid rocks. Your home is high in the mountains. And so you say to yourself, who can ever pull me down? Yep. You see big ass skyscrapers. You know, basically mimics the living in the mountains, the rocks. You know, that's where you come from, man. You know, well, that's where you dwelt at. You know, because really the Hamites was dwelling in the rocks, but Esau adopted that and moved and made his home the rocks. You know, you can look at Petra. You know, photos of Petra. Okay? It said, who can ever pull me down, even though you make your home as high as the eagle's nest? So it seems to be among the stars, yet will I pull you down. Yep. As soon as you went up into space, man, the Lord started bringing your kingdom down. It was in the late 60s. And the Lord woke up the elder Abba Bivens, you know, and that's when your kingdom started coming down, man. Yeah, that's prophecy itself. That's another lesson for another time. It said, when thieves come at night to take only what they want, when people gather grapes, they always leave a few, but your enemies will wipe you out completely. Yes, sir. And that's, ultimately in the kingdom, under the true Israelites, we're gonna completely wipe you out, man. You, what you call that? Extinct. You're gonna go extinct. All right. We're gonna burn you like a bonfire. So there ain't gonna be no remnants of Edom left, man. The whole nation's gonna perish. All right. But all those spirits, they're gonna go back to the Father, man. You know, every spirit, every human being, they got a spirit, so it's gonna go back to the Father, man. This Esau, you already served your purpose, you know, and that's what is gonna be complete. 1,000 years in the kingdom, 1,000 years of you in captivity in the kingdom, man. Descendants of Esau, your treasures have been looted. Your allies have deceived you. They have driven you forth from your country. People who are at peace with you have now conquered you. Those friends who ate with you have laid a trap for you. They say of you, where is all that cleverness he had? One day I will punish Edom. I will destroy the clever man and wipe out all their wisdom. The fighting man, the T-men will be terrified. So, those are like Edomite Germans, They was like the Lord gave them the spirit to create that nuclear bomb, man. They said every soldier in Edom will be killed. Just read this one. Because you robbed and killed your relatives, the descendants of Jacob. Yeah, Genesis 25. Esau is actually a wicked twin brother, You will be destroyed and dishonored forever. You stood aside on that day when the enemies broke down the gates. That's the Psalms, right? To raise it. Cheering on the Babylonians, Said you were as bad as those strangers who carried out Jerusalem wealth and divided it among themselves. You should not have gloated over the misfortune of your relatives Judah. You should have been glad. You should not have been glad on the day of their ruin. You should not have laughed at them in their distress. All right. You should not have entered the city of my people, gloated over their suffering, and to seize their riches on the day of their disaster. All right. So stop it right there. Let me grab this in Psalms. It said, raise it. Psalms 137. Psalms 137 and 7. Remember, O Yahweh, the children of Edom, and the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it. Means tear it down, destroy it, even to the foundation thereof. O daughter of Babylon, who are to be destroyed. Happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. Now, the daughter of Babylon is America, man. All right. And this is where Esau, Edom, so-called find this country. This is his whole setup, man. Just, July 4th was the 250th year of American Edomites ruling, right? So the daughter of Babylon is here in America, man. All right. And the Lord said, remember the children of Edom. All the way back from Babylonians, man. Cheering on the Babylonians to tear our temples down, our cities down, man. So the Lord, and we're remembering it today, man. All right. And say in the scriptures, the Lord requires that which is past, Ecclesiastes 3, and it was at 3 and 15, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, I know it's Ecclesiastes. It said, happy shall ye be that taketh the dashes thy little ones against the stones. Yeah. And that's going to be in the kingdom, man. That's going to be when Esau, Edom in slavery. All right. I quoted it, Ecclesiastes 3 and 15, that which has been is now, and that which is to be hath already been, and Yahweh requireth that which is past. All right. So, We remember the elect remembers all the madness, the bullshit, the rape, rob, and murder you have done to us, man. And the Lord said, remember it. All right. So, yeah. FF got to get on and popping. All right, shalom.